Okay, so today we're going to reset the root password. So there's been different ways to do this in the past, setting into single user mode or emergency mode. That doesn't work well with SE Linux and causes all sorts of headaches. So we're going to follow this blog post right here. So ionis.com help server cloud infrastructure resetting your root password and send to us 8. So I'm going to make this small over here on the side, and we are going to bring our VirtualBox guest over here. We're going to go ahead and start it. So the first thing we're going to do is click in the window. We're going to hit E. So that's editing that line option of the boot. And then we're going to come down here and see where it says Linux. This is a single line. If you can see, I'm jumping up and down one line. It's wrapping around the 3 lines. So I need to go all the way in, and I'm going to get rid of this quiet so I can see things. And then the first thing I need to do is I need to do an rd.break. And this breaks the run boot up process, run daemon. And I'm also going to set enforcing equals to 0. Okay, so enforcing, this is SE Linux. 1 is enforcing, 0 is permissive, just in case it's there and on the system. Okay, so and then if you look down towards the bottom, it says Control X to continue booting. So we're going to continue booting. It's going to go through its boot process, and at the bottom it should eventually break and kick us out to a command line. Okay. Remember, we have our passwords here. We're not going to need them because that's what we're doing, is we're breaking root's password. This is one of the reasons why physical access is kind of king. Okay. I'm going to move this over. So if you see here, we now have a command line. Okay, so if I get back over to the window, yep. Okay, so I'm in the command line there. The first thing I need to do is I need to remount the root file system. So I'm going to do to remount it to be read and write. Right now it's probably just read is the challenge. So remount read write, and this is read write sys root. Okay, so I remounted the sys root as read write, and then I'm going to chroot and set my root to sys root. Okay, so now I've chrooted my environment so the sys root's right. Now I should be able to just run the password command, passwd, and it's saying, hey, changing the password for root, which is what we want to do. Once again, this is why physical security is king. Now you can encrypt and things like that can help keep you safe, but physical access is king. Okay, so a new password, we're going to make something really bad, TOOR with Tor. It's the default password for Kali Linux system. It's basically root backwards. Not a good password, but hey, we're going to reset it anyway. So we did Tor. Now I believe we just need to exit. Oh, if you see here, it says all authentication tokens updated successfully. That's what we want to see. Exit, exit, and it should get us out of this process, and we're gonna need a reboot, and then we should be in as root. Okay, so while this process is going on, because it might take a little bit, let me tell you about a few of the things that we're going to have coming, because these are the things that are on my list to study for the RHCSA to help polish up my my memory to make sure I can do it right. So we're doing resetting the root password now. By the way, I'm using Virt Manager, and I just realized that it's been deprecated. So we're going to be going over Box a little bit, also Cockpit, some things that we need to play with. We're gonna, when it comes to repositories, repo locations, that's another one that will stop you dead in your tracks. You need to be able to update your system, install things, especially if they ask you to install something. So if they don't give you a password, they don't. The repos are messed up. Those are things that we need to fix. Networking possibly as well. So adding space to a system, seems like something that is something we should know how to do. And of course, SE Linux, troubleshooting play with SE Linux. So the system's up. Sorry, it's been up for a while. I talk a little too much sometimes. So remember, we changed root's password. So root, and we changed it to Tor, which is significantly different than our old secure password here. And we'll see if it worked here shortly. It's thinking. Now, you shouldn't usually log into a system as root. I know I've said this before in other videos. It's just not a good thing. One of the main reasons why is you do something wrong and it just will do it for you. Or if you accidentally get a password, get malware or something, and now it has root access because you're running as root. So since we're running as root, it's asking us if it's English and stuff. And next, but you see that we're in location services. Skip. So we're in as root, and it even complained above that we're in privileged mode. So the first thing we want to do, let's just come to a command prompt because I hate running as root, and we're going to say password, and it wants to change it. So once again, copy, paste. So it's back to what it should be. Okay. I hope you've enjoyed this. This one was a quick one. We will try and we'll see if I can get another one cranked out soon. So we'll see you next time.